One night changed her forever, though she didn't realize it at the time. It didn't announce itself with drama or chaos. It arrived quietly, like most life-altering moments do, disguised as something ordinary. The kind of night you expect to forget, the kind you assume will blend into all the others, but something about it lingered, settling into her in a way she couldn't shake, even days later. At first, nothing felt different. She moved through the evening the way she always did, comfortable in routine, confident in what she thought she understood about herself. She had expectations, boundaries, a clear sense of who she was and where she stood. That night didn't seem powerful enough to challenge any of that. And yet, beneath the surface, something was already shifting. It started with a feeling she couldn't immediately name. A subtle awareness, a sense of presence that made her more alert, more conscious of the moment she was in. She found herself listening more closely, noticing small details she would normally overlook. The tone of a voice, the pause between words, the way silence felt fuller than usual. It was unfamiliar, and that made her uneasy. She told herself it was nothing. Just a long day. Just her imagination. But as the night unfolded, she felt herself becoming someone slightly different. More open? Less guarded? She caught herself reacting emotionally before her logic could step in, and that scared her. She liked control. She liked knowing what came next. This felt unpredictable. There was no single moment she could point to and say, "This is when everything changed." It was gradual, a build-up of small exchanges, quiet understanding, unspoken recognition, the kind that doesn't require explanation. She felt seen in a way that caught her off guard. Not admired, not impressed. Seen, and that touched something deep inside her. Something she hadn't realized had been waiting. Later, when she was alone, she tried to process it. She replayed the night in her mind, searching for clarity. Was it really that significant? Or was she over? She told herself to sleep, to reset, to let the feeling fade by morning. But sleep didn't come easily. Her thoughts kept circling back, not obsessively, but persistently, like a question without an answer. In the days that followed, she noticed the difference. The world felt the same, but she didn't. Her reactions were slower, more thoughtful. She questioned things she had once accepted without hesitation. She became more aware of what she wanted and more honest about what she had been avoiding. The night had unlocked something, and there was no way to close it again. She realized it wasn't about what happened, but about what she felt afterward. A shift in perspective, a crack in the certainty she had built her life on. She saw how carefully she had been living, how often she had chosen safety over truth. That night didn't destroy her sense of self, it challenged it. And challenge, she learned, can be uncomfortable and necessary at the same time. There were moments when she wished she could go back to before. Before the questions. Before the awareness. Life had been simpler then. But it had also been quieter. Smaller somehow. She understood now that growth rarely asks for permission. It arrives when you least expect it, and it doesn't wait until you feel ready. She didn't make any sudden decisions. She didn't change her life overnight. But something inside her had shifted permanently. She was more honest with herself, more attentive to her emotions, less willing to dismiss what she felt just because it was inconvenient. The night had taught her that ignoring a feeling senti, make it disappear, it just delays the truth. As time passed, the intensity softened, but the impact remained. She carried it with her, not as a burden, but as a reminder that one moment can open doors you didn't even know existed, that a single night can reshape how you see yourself, your boundaries, your capacity to feel deeply. She understood now why people say some nights change you forever. Not because they're dramatic, but because they reveal something real. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. That night didn't give her all the answers, but it gave her something more important, and that awareness stayed with her, quietly guiding her forward, long after the night itself had passed.